Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, some Doctor Who sort of news. Judy Gatchway has been out promoting the show and has made some comments which has upset fans because, you know, some fans just want to be upset and some are toxic fans and others are real fans. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes which is which. But yeah, I had a look at his Attitude article. He's got the cover. It's the 30th anniversary issue. And I find him really interesting and attractive sometimes. And other times I find him kind of annoying. So I'm not really sure what he is like. I think maybe as a person I probably wouldn't like him. But his persona and his looks and his characters, I think he's a good actor and everything. So I probably would like his performances, but maybe I wouldn't like him. But he did a couple of interviews, and the Attitude one was fine. I read through that, and it was basically all about finding acceptance and love, and how being in the public eye has changed his awareness, and how he's aware of how he had a lot of internal homophobia that he has to deal with, and the idea that you had to earn love, and you actually are just worthy of love by existing, and he's found some peace with that. And also he's finding that he's being a lot more loving person now, that he sort of feels that everyone deserves it, as opposed to having to earn it. And so he had some revelations, not a lot about Doctor Who, but there was another article in, I think it was called That Park Place, where he famously said that he wants a big dance number and he wants to kill a monster through twerking. And I saw that headline, I'm like, something tells me that's out of context or something, because all the haters were going with it, you know. Doomcock had a video and everything. I'm like, I don't watch his videos anymore, but I'm not even looking into this, because even if he did say it, he would have been having fun. And he basically is talking about how the show, and this would worry some people, is being sort of shaken up, that they are going to appeal more to Gen Z or younger people, and that's all about today's issues and that. And that they want to sort of represent all of Britain, all the subcultures, and partly through his fashion and his looks, and that he, on his wish list, and I think specifically the question was, what's on your wish list? And he said, I want a big dance number where, you know, I kill monsters with twerking or with some death drops or something, and that kills them. And he may have just been flippant or silly, or he may really want some sort of surreal number like that, because Rasputin, you know, that song featured, and I loved it in the episode. So I don't think there'd be a huge problem with doing something like that. I mean, Star Trek did a whole musical episode and we survived. It was hideous, but we survived. But Doctor Who, I feel, is a bit more flexible. They could probably get away with something like that. And I feel like they've already done it once with, I think it was a Christmas special, that episode. I can't even remember which one it was. I just remember that routine. But yeah, I don't know. I think people are overreacting. I think he was just having some fun with you know, with the idea of what would you want, what's on your wish list and that. And but I do understand why some fans are worried, because they are saying that they are changing the show, they are shaking it up. That he said some people won't like the show, that they're leaning into left ideologies, and one particular episode will lean heavily into that. So I can see problems there, some legitimate, some just predictable. Like, there are always going to be haters who just hate. There are always going to be people who want to get attention and clicks and YouTube ad revenue from, you know, getting upset about stuff. And then you have your actual toxic fans who are actually homophobic and racist and bigots, and they just hate everything. At least they're genuine. Unlike the other people who are just saying it for you know, clicks and that. But then you have your real fans who just, they love the show, and they want, you know, growth and change to some degree. They want new stories and new things, but they don't want it to be changed fundamentally. And they're afraid of that. And that's usually the case whenever a new Star Trek show comes out, or some new franchise gets a new reboot or show or something. That's understandable. Usually those people, you know, they just air concerns, watch the show, and unless it's, you know, shockingly diverged from what was, you know, expected, they just move on. Like with Star Trek, with Deep Space Nine and Enterprise, people got freaked out about they're going to be on a space station, you know, or they're going back in time. And then as soon as the show started and people saw that they were good, you know, they stopped going on about it. Like Next Generation, same thing. There was a small group, I think, who kept going on because they had their whole existence was to promote a new Star Trek TV series with the original cast. And when Next Generation came, they really rallied against it. But everyone else was fine. I think it had to prove itself, but people gave it a chance. And once they saw it, they loved it. I don't ever remember anyone saying anything negative about Next Generation from the beginning. Once people saw it, they were like, oh, this is great. This is just, Star Trek. They've just moved it forward and it works. So as long as they keep the basic Doctor Who, ideas and that, it should be fine. But also it's gone through a lot of changes in the last 60 years, which people didn't agree with either. So I'm just learning a bit about Doctor Who and doing some research on that. But yeah, another thing he said, that he did want the Doctor to basically fight for all life, even the villains. And he said it's great to have that sort of message in the show, and that's something that there is in the show. So he made some real comments. He made some flippant comments. I think he was having a bit of fun. And obviously people got upset about it because some wanted to, and I think there's some genuinely concerned fans, and hopefully the show, when they see it, they'll actually enjoy it. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Ncuti's interviews and, promotion and representation and everything.